Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am SendIt Steve. Today we are taking the F450, but I wanted to quickly discuss, I know you guys, sorry, they are doing construction up here, so you might hear that a little bit in the first half of this video. But today, obviously, you do know we purchased this from Copart, and then you do know we bought the C4 from Copart. Now, this is a biohazard car. I don't know if you followed the story or all that. If you're new here, definitely go back and check this out. This here was actually just, I mean, both of them were actually donated vehicles. So whoever owned this prior donated it probably for a tax write-off. Same with this, whoever owned it donated it for a tax write-off. Now, this was only a brake issue. This had a little bit of a misfire issue and obviously the biohazard interior. But as you do know, we did put new wheels on this thing. This thing came a huge difference from where it's come from when I picked it up. And then obviously, if you've seen yesterday's video, you've seen that we did the Cali lean or North Carolina squat, or Carolina squat, sorry, I didn't mean to put the North in there, but we did the Carolina squat with this one, teamed up by Anthem wheels. We also are teamed up with Rough Country suspension lift. I'm sure you can see it under there. It's all powder coated orange. So these two builds were actually something that were kind of cool. Now today I decided, hey, actually Matt Beaver with Whitmore Chevy, my mailman, but Matt Beaver with Whitmore Chevy actually reached out and said, hey, we had a guy come in. He ended up wrecking his car. He wants to know, you know, what you want for it. So I went down, I seen it, and I made kind of like a lowball offer, hoping and praying that we wouldn't own it. Well, today I got the phone call, or yesterday actually, while I was doing a lift. I'll put that in real quick. So as you can tell, we ended up getting the car, and it's absolutely cheap. Now, I don't know what direction we're going to take this car. I'm definitely going to upload this video. I want to show you guys kind of the whole journey of this car. I don't know what we're going to do, whether it's going to be a car for a future event to run over, or for, I don't really know. But let's just jump in the truck here. We're going to go pick up the car and kind of assess some damage. I'll do it all in one video, so it's not a two-part video, and then we'll kind of go over what we are going to do with the car. So let's jump in the F450. We've already got the trailer loaded up, and let's go pick up our new project. Come on. I love when people slow down that much on an exit ramp. Alrighty, well, I've located the car and actually pulled it out from where it was, because it was kind of in a tight spot here. But we're gonna get this thing loaded up here, and there's a bunch of chickens, which is kind of cool. I love wildlife, you guys know that. Look at all the chickens. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. So it obviously did take a little bit of a front end hit. There is coolant leaking, not a big deal. But I think this is actually fixable. We might actually fix this. It is hit high, and I like the side of that. Fender, hood, radiator support, radiator, AC condenser. We might be able to get this thing back together. Fender, obviously, I think I already said that. This car is actually really, really clean, and I can't wait to show it to you guys at the house. So let me get it strapped down, and we're gonna get out of here. I was really hoping to finish out this video today, but construction has other plans for us, so this will have to wait, I guess. Sun's starting to set, and it's 5:15, 5:30 right now. Unbelievable. We'll pick back up where we left off later. Well, now that we have the hood open, I can definitely tell here that it is hit a lot harder than it looks. I mean, obviously you can tell it was definitely hit hard, but I just gotta do some thinking. I gotta do some research. I don't know anything about these things. This frame rail here, actually, this probably should be about here. Oh yeah, like if you see it over there, that should be like right out here. So this is definitely pushed back pretty far. Like I said, I don't really know bodywork too well, but I do think this is salvageable. I just have to see what what it's worth to do for me, or if it's worth for me to do. So now a couple things that we do know it's going to need. That's the computer there. That might be the reason why it runs terrible, or this pinched caved in hose could be why it runs terrible. I don't really know until I start tearing it apart. But the rest of the car is actually in really decent shape. I mean, it's super clean on the inside. Piece of glass, I'm assuming, from the headlights they probably picked up, but the rest of the car is actually in really good shape. The fact that the airbag didn't go off is kind of, I don't want to say alarming, but it's kind of bizarre that the airbag didn't go off. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Obviously this is just like splash, this all just wipes right off. I know some people will be upset that I just wiped it off and didn't actually clean it, but it's just dirty from being behind the F450. But I think this is actually something that we could potentially make a daily driver for ourselves, or, you know, be able to fix it up cheap and resell it cheap, you know, to somebody who might need it a little bit more than we do. So again, let me know in the comments down below. I think this thing, let me go to the other side. I do actually think it has low mileage too. I think it has less than 100,000 miles on it. Go back over here. Yes, my neighbor's dog barks all the dang time. I've got a pretty good dog when it comes to that, but it is what it is. But yes, I think this thing actually has under 100,000 miles on it. Yeah, 93,000. But there's the RPM thing that I was saying about. It could just be because that hose is pinched. I don't actually know. But I mean, 93,000 miles on it. It wouldn't be a bad fixer-upper. Let me close the door here so I can actually see the mileage. Yeah, 93,575. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Do we destroy this one, or do we do a complete rebuild on it? It probably isn't even going to stay running. Every time I put it in gear before, it just shut off. But I do think that that is just because of the collapsed hose. I don't really know. Like I said, not 100% sure, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think we should do with this thing? Do we fix it up, or do we just have some fun with it? Maybe find another one for cheap and just have kind of little demo derby and things like that. I would like to run a car over this way, and I do believe Danny from Slow Restoration said he would like to, so who knows? Maybe we can turn these cars side by side, get another one, and see if we can't go up and over this way. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I know something's getting wrapped here, and it's not the C4, but it will be the C4. So we're gonna have 2 wrap videos this week, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Alrighty guys, so I decided to take some time here and think about this, and I'm still kind of up in the air. I'm not really 100%, but as you can tell here, let's set this down here, but I called for a hood. There's a couple hoods for $150 that supposedly, I guess, have like little like blemishes or something, maybe rust or stone chips. I'm not 100% sure. So you can get a cheap hood for $150, but then keep in mind you'd have to paint it. I found a color hood this color, and it was actually $350. So I wouldn't have to paint it. It actually said grade A. So it means it's in really good shape, meaning you could sell it and insurance agents would buy it. Also a fender, I found them from $50. That's a, you know, obviously grade B, and then for grade A is $150. I found one that's actually this color for $100, and it's actually a grade B, so we'll have to check that one out and give them a call to see the actual condition of that. Radiator is actually $185 brand new. AC condenser brand new is $110. I'm sure if I wanted to save a couple dollars, I could find one of them at a junkyard, but I think if we put this thing back together, we're just gonna go ahead and get the brand new pieces. Headlight assembly, I found one that said $65. However, it was a little foggy. I wanted to check this one. Yeah, that one's actually in really good shape. So the ones that are grade A, the headlight assemblies were $65. A good one was $150. And the same one that's actually off of the same color car as this is actually only $100, so we'll probably end up getting that as well. The grill itself was actually $75, and it was $75. It's basically, I guess, the center section here. It's not the outside piece. I don't think this actually comes with the bumper, but I found that for $75. Hopefully, maybe when we get down there for this bumper, maybe they'll include that. I'm not 100% sure, but we got to keep it in there for the cost. Radiator support, the actual part that's bent, I'm not sure what we're gonna have a cost for that on there, so I put that as unknown. I would assume that if I go to like a pick and pull or a you pull it parts place, I'd be able to cut this off. I'd assume it'd be anywhere from $100 to $200, but I'm gonna leave that cost as unknown right now, as we don't actually have a price. Miscellaneous parts, now that's gonna be like your nuts, bolts, washers. If this tank here isn't any good, which is actually for the washer fluid, if that's no good, hood shocks, like I just put down miscellaneous parts, we'd probably have about $200. Also, don't forget that it does have that weird like rev, so we might have to fix that. That could be as simple as the intake tube there. It could be a mass airflow sensor, I don't know. So I just wrote down $200 here, just kind of like a miscellaneous parts analysis. Then you come over here, total for everything would be $1,120 plus the unknown parts. So I would assume for under $1,500 we could actually get this thing running and driving and repaired, back on the road, ready to rock, ready to roll. So the other thing was, we did purchase this vehicle for $200. So like I said, I think for under $1,500 we would be able to put this thing back together, and it would be a good, decent, reliable car. I mean, it is actually in really good shape, as you've seen by the interior and everything. So I think I'm gonna put a vehicle value of this. Now granted, that's making sure like there's no other damage or anything else, and that we can actually resell this thing. I think this thing has a retail value anywhere from, I'd say, $2,500 to about $3,500. Now the MMR on this, I think it actually had it listed at like $4,600, but I think that's insane. Obviously, with it being wrecked, it's going to depreciate some of the value. So honestly, if I put this car back together, I probably would sell it for somewhere around $2,500. So I got a lot to think about. I don't know what we're going to do 100% on it. I think we are going to probably repair it. Again, don't quote me on that, guys. I don't know. I gotta, you know, obviously see how much we can get our radiator support for, and I gotta just kind of crunch some numbers. As you guys do know, I got a bunch of projects right now. I didn't really want to take this one on, but for $200, it doesn't hurt to sit here in the driveway and kind of, if I have to, I'll take it over to the garage. We'll put it in the shop. It can kind of sit in the back with all the other projects that we have, and kind of sit there for a little bit. And guys, if you like the content, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in an upcoming video. Like I said previously, I like kind of doing this stuff because it's kind of a gamble, and I like to gamble. So I like doing this kind of stuff. Let me know if you guys do as well. Take care and have a great one.